Okay, so today we are doing a rebuild challenge where we do a fantasy draft and we basically can only trade for picks. We can't trade for other players and we build up through the draft. If I haven't explained that properly, I'm sorry, but basically it's really simple. I just trade players for picks and hope those picks turn good so then I can get good players and then I can just rebuild like that. So basic gist is to try and draft as many good players as possible and win a championship further down the line. What we got to do first is hope for that we get like a kind of bad pick, a kind of a low pick in the fantasy draft. Otherwise, we're going to be given a superstar, and that's not going to be great. And watch us now to today get like a really good player. Watch. So we got the 16th pick in the fantasy draft, which could get us like a Pascal Siakam or a Paul George. I'm thinking probably or we could get Ben Simmons as well. And I'm going to be picking up Zion Williamson here with our first pick because he is young. He's going to develop with our draft picks and hopefully I don't regret it later on down the line. Thinking about it, I think it would make it better if instead of picking everything myself, I should just go random and make it, more interesting and more surprising. So I'm actually going to do that. For the rest of this draft, I'm going to sim it because I'm very happy with getting Zion. So the auto draft actually did us really nice here. They gave us Wendell Carter, Jonathan Isaac, and we picked Zion Williamson. The oldest player I'm pretty sure is like Brook Lopez on George Hill, but we also got Markel Fultz, which would be really good. Danny Green we could probably trade away for some picks. So yeah, we got given a very, very good team that we could do this challenge with. Well, I didn't expect that to go through. I just gave up Draymond for the Utah Jazz first round pick. I did go through the teams to see who has one of the worst rosters, and the Utah Jazz I think are probably going to be losing the most games. So I gave them Draymond Green for their first round pick because apparently it didn't have much trade value. So yeah. Another team that I think we should probably go get is the Orlando Magic first round pick as well, unprotected. So I'm going to try and get the Orlando Magic first. I think if we do this, then we do get the worst out of the two picks, right? However, it's the Utah pick. Do I think the Magic are going to be worse than Utah? Let's try that. Either way, we get the worst out of the two, so let's hope both those teams are bad, because otherwise I just did that for no reason. For this season, I'm okay with this team, because I'm banking on us being bad. That's what's happening. So what picks do we actually have? We have ours. We have a swap worse with the Jazz. And that's it. That's our only picks for this year. Alright, I now have 3 first-round picks this year. I did have to give up a first-round pick of ours that's lottery protected, though, so I'm not sure if that's going to bite us in the bum. Alright, rotations looking like Markel, Danny Green, Jonathan Isaac, Zion Williamson, Wendell Carter Jr. We then have Brook Lopez, George Hill, Boban Marjanovic, and DeAndre Bembry coming off our bench. We got Zion, Fultz, and Isaac as scoring options. We got 3 stars with perimeter centric. I don't mind too much. I don't mind if we're bad. And I'm not even going to look at the power rankings, bro. I mean, if we want to be bad, we could just send Zion down to the G League. You know what? Why not? Let's do it. Let's mess around with it. Why not? And then I'll also send Nickel Alexander-Walker down to the G League as well. I'm just going to mess around here. I'm going to send Zion down to the G League, and now I'm going to have to redo a rotation. And this is what the starting rotation is now looking like. We've got Mike Scott starting at the power forward. And Jonathan Isaac is now our first scoring option, so let's see if he can actually put up some good stats. And we got no All-Stars. Sick. I mean, I didn't expect anyone to be an All-Star anyway. So we managed to pull a record of 21 and 61. Exactly what we wanted. Luka Doncic won an MVP. Ja Morant actually won Rookie of the Year because Zion was down in the G League. So hopefully he can win it next year. Reggie Jackson, Kawhi Leonard defensive. Luka Doncic got most improved as well. I mean, he averaged 33 and 10. Jeebus. And we didn't get anyone on any team at all whatsoever. And we didn't even make the playoffs. So let's see where our other picks were. I don't see the Magic. Oh, fuck, they were the second seed. Oh, shit, that Magic pick wasn't worth it. How did this team get the second seed? I mean, they've got Chris Middleton and DeAndre Ayton. They don't have a single good player. And then they beat this team who has Cat and bloody Kemba. This game does make no sense. So our pick was the worst in the league. So we do get the projected #1 pick. And we have about 7th or 8th with the Utah Jazz's pick. But this bloody Magic one, we're not going to get anything out of. Markel Fultz was actually our leading scorer with 20 points. Good on you, Markel. Jonathan Isaac actually putting up decent numbers. I mean, he was the first option. We were giving him like 37 minutes a night. So he better put up numbers. Yeah, Wendell Carter, Danny Green. So, yeah, we deserve a 21 and 61 record. Offensively, we were the worst. Defensively, we were actually decent defensively. Alright, and our differential was -11. Yeah, we definitely deserve to be the bottom. The Toronto Raptors are the NBA champions, and Bradley Beal won himself a championship and finals MVP. Good on you, lad. Draft lottery, and we do have the projected 1 and 8th picks, and we get number 1 and 3. Let's go. That's huge. That's big for this rebuild. Very big for this challenge. We got 1 and 3rd picks. Dwayne Casey, I'm sorry, mate. You're gone. You're out of here, buddy. You're out of here. And we'll go Randy Martin for a season, and we'll actually pick up Jacob Underwood, I guess. I guess we'll go for Jacob Underwood. I mean, yeah, why not? And then we'll pick up Michael Williams as well for all those, and we get all 3. Zion's now a 91. That's huge. Okay, we might have made the right call. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker is now 78, so that's decent as well. But now we've got a beastly Zion Williamson, and that's going to be scary. And we've got Wendell Carter at the 5, so I kind of want to go after... Anthony Edwards makes sense, though. Anthony Edwards makes sense. I'll pick up Anthony Edwards with the 1st pick, and with the 3rd pick, I could pick up a LaMelo Ball. Okay, the only reason I'm going to go after LaMelo is because he progresses a bit better. That's literally the only reason. And with that Orlando Magic pick, we picked up Isaac Okaro, just because then we could send him to the G League and he could progress into something, hopefully. The rules with free agency is only I can re-sign players. We can't sign people that are in free agency like Anthony Davis or DeRozan, but we can re-sign people that have been on our team in the past. Basically, players with expiring contracts. That's the only guys we can sign. All right, I'm going to move Danny Green for 2 first-round picks here, which we could probably use to come off of our bench. And also, we should be okay. No, we can move Boban Marjanovic now too, because we don't need him as a backup center. So what I'm going to do is get an unprotected first from the Hornets for Boban. I'm quite happy with that. And we're also going to re-sign Glenn Robinson as well, because he should be nice for us. So yeah, we do get Glenn. 3 training camps here. Let's go to untapped potential, and we should be giving it to Jonathan Isaac and Wendell Carter straight up. Do we need to give it to Anthony Edwards or LaMelo? No, we don't. All right. I'll give it to Nickeil Alexander-Walker, and then I'll also give it to Wendell Carter Jr. I'm going to do this trade here. Trade George Hill and for Kyle Anderson and a first. That way we get, a first-round pick and a power forward type player. The team this season is looking like a Markelle, Anthony Edwards, Jonathan Isaac, and Zion Williamson and Wendell Carter Jr. starting 5. They actually wanted to start LaMelo Ball, but I said not this season. Probably next season we'll start LaMelo, depending on how they both progress. We got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Brook Lopez, Glenn Robinson coming off of our bench. Zion, Anthony Edwards, and Markelle Fultz are the scoring options. Let's just change this all up here, because otherwise everything's going to be a bit weird. And we're running grit and grind system. Power rankings, 4 seed and 4 seed. So let's see what happens. The only all-star we get is Zion Williamson, but that's deserving. He's probably like a 96 overall right now. So we end up going 45 and 37. Luka Doncic actually won MVP. Zion won Rookie of the Year, averaging 27 and 12. Jesus Christ, lad, calm down. Mike Storfer won Coach of the Year. Do we get any Pistons? We do get Zion All-NBA second team in his rookie season. He's surely all defensive team as well. No, he's not. And he's all first team, all rookie. Same with LaMelo and Anthony Edwards. We took out that bloody all rookie first team, mate, and we actually made playoffs with the 8th seed. 5th seed. That's what I meant. So yeah, Zion was our leading scorer, averaging 27 and 12. Markelle Fultz, and then LaMelo, then Anthony Edwards, actually. So LaMelo actually progressed 3 overalls this season, which is cool. Wendell Carter, we're going to have to re-sign it as well. Same with Jonathan Isaac. He hasn't really done as much as he did that first season. Offensively, our team was pretty bad. We were 23rd. Our defense, however, was the 2nd best defense, and our differential was 11th. And we'll simulate this first round against the Sixers, see what goes on. Probably won't win. Although I don't know who's on their team, I'm not going to lie, because I just forgot that we did a fantasy draft, and it could be anyone, but it is 4 versus 5, so actually we might actually win it. Do we win? We do win in 6 games, and we're taking on the 1-seeded Hawks, who have Chris Paul and Jason Tatum and DeMarcus Cousins, okay, and Devontae Graham coming off the bench with Reggie Jackson. Yeah, we're definitely not beating this team, I can tell you that right now. We're not beating this team at all. They're way too stacked for us. We're down 3-0, and I was about to say we get swept, but we get gentlemen swept instead. Hey, at least we lost to the eventual champions, and Jason Tatum actually won Finals MVP. Draft lottery, and we do. We have a Chicago pick. Is it Chicago or Charlotte? I don't know, but we have the 7th pick, which I mean could come in handy depending on what falls, and we actually have the 18th pick as well. Just signed up Sean Navarro as a trainer. That's all we've done here. And we're going to be picking up Jalen Johnson, and I am not even going to attempt that Yeah, I'm not attempting that name, man. I'm not attempting that. And we're going to bring back Zion, Wendell Carter, and Nickel Alexander-Walker onto this team. And yeah, we have to re-sign Markel Fultz, which is going to be difficult. I mean, I think he's going to want a lot of money. Oh, and we've also got to re-sign Jonathan Isaac too. Shit. And we get all 3 of those blokes back, and I'm alright with just getting those 3, and we should be okay. We've got 5 small forwards listed, which is a bit rough, but we should be able to make it work. I'm going to do this trade here. Sure, Charles Bassey is a 74 overall. However, we get a first-round pick with that, so I'm going to do that trade. And we can get 2 first-round picks from the Sacramento Kings for these 2 blokes. I'll take that any day. And we're going to be giving untapped potential to Wendell Carter. We're going to give it to Nickel Alexander-Walker, and also probably Markel Fultz. I actually give it to Johnson here. I'll give it to Jalen Johnson, sorry. And we can get a Hornets first round pick for Charles Bassey and Quincy Acey. I'm not using those guys in the rotation, so sure. Speaking of rotations, here's ours. LaMelo, Anthony Edwards, Jonathan Isaac, Zion Williamson, and Wendell Carter Jr. We then have Nickel Alexander-Walker, Markel Fultz, Glenn Robinson, and DeAndre Bembry coming off of our bench. Zion, Anthony Edwards, and LaMelo are going to be our 3 scoring options. And we've got a 3.5-star system with a grit and grind. NBA.com have us at 1. And Eric has us at 1 and 2. And again, Zion Williamson is our only all-star. For this 3rd season, I think it is, we finished 49 and 33. Steph Curry actually won MVP on the Cavs. Devin Booker won 6-man, okay. And Mike Storford won Coach of the Year. I'm guessing we don't have any Pistons over here. We do get Zion All-NBA second team, but no other Pistons. And we finished this season as the 4th seed in the East. Stat-wise, Zion was our leading scorer with 27 and 12, then LaMelo with 20 and 7, Anthony Edwards 17, 5 and 5, Markel Fultz, Wendell Carter. So they did alright. Team stats here though. Offensively, we were 11th, so we did better, and defensively we were 9th. Our differential was 7th best in the league. First round here against the Nets. Let's see what happens. What just gets swept? I mean, it's not looking good. We did go instantly down 2-0, and we'd managed to tie the series somehow. We need to win this game. We do. And we win in 6 somehow, where we're taking on the first-seeded Cavs, who do actually have Steph and Jaden McDaniels and Brandon Clark and Miles Turner. Okay. Yep, sick. This is not going to be a fun series. I'm guessing we got... No, okay. Yeah, no, that was a fluke. What the fuck? How did we win that game? We win, and we take on Atlanta in the Eastern Conference Finals, who have Chris Paul, Rodney Hood, Jason Tatum. So these are the guys that beat us in the 2nd season, I think, and then won the championship. We do tie the series 3-2, and we... I thought we were going to lose in 6. We end up winning in 7, and we're taking on the Grizzlies, who have Luka Doncic and Giannis. How did they get Luka and Giannis? There's no way we can beat this team. There's literally no way. I don't know why my team's trying. Yeah, we lost in 7 games. I'm proud we went to 7. And Luka won Finals MVP. Lottery, and we do actually have the projected 2nd pick via Toronto. Okay, and we also have the projected 6th pick as well. So hopefully we can get lucky, and we end up with the 4th pick and the 6th pick, which, I mean, fair. And I'm going to try and get Doc Rivers, which we do, which is awesome. We're going to pick up Caleb Houston and Amari Bailey, and also Lonnie Arnold. Lonnie we're probably going to not use that much, but these 2 hopefully we can use. And we're bringing back absolutely everyone we possibly can there. And Wendell Carter, I would very much appreciate it if you would actually like to come back, mate. That would be very lovely if you could. All right, we can offer him a deal. I'll offer him the max with a player option, and then we've also got to offer Markel Fultz the max with a player option as well. So hopefully Markel would like to come back as well, which he does, and those are the only guys that we really want back. Training camps here, I'm thinking this is probably going to be our last season, so hopefully everyone can progress nicely for us. I gave it to Jonathan Isaac there, if you guys couldn't see, if you looked away from the screen. Anthony Edwards, maybe? Yeah, I'll give it to Anthony, even though it says he's already an A+, but yeah, and then we'll give it to this bloke here as well. Alright, the rotation for this probably final season is LaMelo, Nickel, Jonathan Isaac, Zion Williamson, and Wendell Carter. We then have Jalen Johnson, Anthony Edwards, Markel Fultz, and Pavlovsky coming off of the bench. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Zion, LaMelo, and Wendell Carter are the scoring options there. Proficiency, we're still running a grit and grind system, but just with Doc Rivers, we're projected 1 seed and 1 seed. So let's see what goes on here. And Zion is 3rd-time All-Star, 1st-time All-Star starter. Good on you, mate. And he is literally our only All-Star. So that's something we can be celebratory about. We go 57 and 25. Steph Curry actually won himself MVP again. Devin Booker, 6-man again. Who's coming off of the bench? Who's starting over Devin Booker? I want to know that. Zion Williamson does make All-NBA second team, and Jonathan Isaac makes All-Defensive second team, so that's pretty good too. And we managed to finish as the 2 seed in the East, and we're taking on the Sixers in the first round. Zion put up 25 and 11, LaMelo 23 and 8, Jalen Johnson 15, 4 and 5, 14, 11 and 2 for Wendell Carter, so very nice stats for everyone. Anthony Edwards did good as well. Offensively, we were first. Defensively, we were first. And differential, we were first. So how did we be? I don't know. 2K's weird, bro. First round here against Philly. Let's see what goes down. Hopefully, we are able to get past Philly and go on to the second round. Watch us get bounced in the second round or the first round. We're up 3-0, so I'm going to say second round. Yeah, we do sweep past Philly, and we're taking on the 3-seeded Orlando Magic, who we have home court, but they do actually steal one game from us, which is not nice. We go up 2-1, series tied. 3-2, 6 games. That's all we needed to win. And we're taking on the Atlanta Hawks again, who have still got Chris Paul and Devontae Graham and Jason Tatum. And DeMarcus Cousins. And Covington. Okay, they've still basically got the same team. And they're the 8th seed, so we do have home court. We go up 3-0, and we sweep our way to the finals. And we're taking on the 8-seeded Blazers as well. Alright, we got 8-seeded Blazers, who have Donovan Mitchell, Nico Mannion, Sabonis, Valanciunas, Hunter. Yeah, they've got an alright team. And I wouldn't put it past them to beat us. We go up 3-0. Yes, we do. We win the championship, and Zion Williamson wins himself Finals MVP. So that is a beautiful way to end this video, and a challenge completed. Here's our roster, lads. I think we did really well. We got 5 90s, 6 90s, an 88, an 88, an 84, and an 81. So we had a very, very good team. I thought this was a lot of fun to do. I challenge you guys to do this as well. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, hopefully you guys can get a better team than me, and that would be awesome. But that's going to do it for today's video, guys. Hopefully you guys all have enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to hit the like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It'd be absolutely awesome if you guys could do that. And also go follow my TikTok account. We are doing bits over there, so if you guys want to see 3 or 4 short little rebuilds, go check out my TikTok over there. The link should be in the description, or just search up Cam Rebuilds on TikTok. But that's going to do it. Hopefully you guys all have a good rest of the day. I'll catch you guys in the next video.